Hello students. Today we are going to start chapter 3 multiplication. Students, in last standard you must have studied multiplication for small numbers. In standard 4 we are going to study multiplication of large numbers. Students, we all know that multiplication is repeated addition. Let's see how multiplication is a repeated addition. Here there are 4 rabbits. Each one is having 2 ears. So number of ears altogether are 8. We can add all the ears 4 times, which means 4 times 2, which give you the answer as 8, which shows that multiplication is a repeated addition. We have 3 components of multiplication: multiplicand, multiplier and product. Multiplicand is the number to which multiplier is multiplied. So here 754 is multiplicand, and as we are multiplying 754 by 8, so 8 is a multiplier. The answer what we get here is 6032, which is product. So students, in multiplication we have multiplicand, multiplier and product. There are a number of ways we can do the multiplication. Students, today we are going to study basically 3 methods of multiplication, out of which one is the conventional method, which we use it regularly. Other than that, we have 2 more methods. So let's begin to study different methods of multiplication. Here is a simple multiplication of 3-digit number by single digit number. The arrow shows how the multiplication goes on with each digit. Similarly, in this example, the multiplication is done and the product of each single digit multiplication is finally added for writing the answer. Before we start with the different methods, there is a warm-up exercise on your page number 52 in your maths textbook. I have solved few sums here in this worksheet, so you can help out for yourself to solve this warm-up exercise. Students, when we are multiplying the single digit number to 3-digit number or 4-digit number, you can have a carryover. So the red digits are nothing but the carryover in this multiplication. See here, 2 8s are 16, so 6 ones and 1 tens, which goes in carryover column. Similarly, 2 5s are 10, but now in that 10 you are going to add 1, so it makes 11, which is again goes 1 in tens column and the 1 in hundreds column. 2 2s are 4, add that 1 carryover in the 4, you will get 5. This is the simple regular conventional method of multiplication, which you can follow for all the different kinds of the multiplying numbers. This is the another sum which we have done in a similar way. Okay. Now let's go to the next one. This warm-up exercise have different types of the multiplication. I have shown you few of them. Remaining one you can solve in your maths notebook along with this one, which you can copy in your maths notebook. Here this is a different types of a multiplication. You can say a mental maths sort of multiplication. 40 multiplied by 20. Simply copy the number of zeros and then multiply the digits. Like here there are 2 zeros, so you will first copy 2 zeros in your answer, and then 4 multiplied by 2 is 8. So your answer is 800. Similarly, 25 multiplied by 40. Copy 1 zero first in your answer. 25 fours are 100. If you don't know the table, you can simply multiply in rough column and then get the answer. So final answer will be 1000. Here you have to write the missing digits. The red digits are the missing digits in this multiplication. You know the tables, so from the tables you can find it out which number could be there in your product form. In this one, we have to compare the products. There are two multiplication sums where we are finding the products of these two digits and then we are comparing the answer. So the multiplicand is 248, multiplier is 2, you get the product as 496. When the multiplicand is 198 and multiplier is 3, so you will get the answer as 594. Now when you are comparing this answer, it is 496 is the smaller product than 594. So this is all about the warm-up exercise. Students, copy these all sums in your maths notebook along with the remaining practice sums. Here is a small activity I have given you for your table practice. I hope you all are doing table practice at home regularly because maths won't be really easy without the practicing tables. So just complete this activity and similarly you can draw two more flowers of your two favorite numbers or tables and complete it in your maths notebook. Let's go to the next worksheet, worksheet number 2. Now we will talk about the two different methods of multiplication. That is, one method is the partial product method and the other method is the box method. So along with our conventional method of multiplication, these two methods are also applicable for multiplying the larger digits. See here students, I have shown you one demo of this sum. 91 is multiplied by 21. You have to take out the single digit multiplication with the 91. See here, 91 multiplied by 1 is 91. So you will write in the first column 91. Whereas the second multiplicand is 91 and multiplier is 2. But it is in tens column, so you will multiply them 91 into 20. The answer is 1820. Put them in a column and add the digits. So you will get the final product as 1911. Similarly, the partial product method is applicable here also for this sum. 38 multiplied by 26. Your first product of single digit 6 multiplied by 38 is 228, yani 228, and 38 multiplied by 2, but as it is in tens column, you will take it as 20. So 38 into 20 is 760. Add both the products and final answer is 988. In the box method, you have to expand the number and follow the multiplication. See here, 25 is expanded as 20 and 5 and 16 is expanded as 10 and 6. Multiplying them in each box, adding the products of all four, you will get the final answer. So this is your box method. Students, you can again take the help of textbook for better understanding the methods. I have also mentioned here few practice exercise along with your textual practice. You can do this, so you will be definitely get skill in multiplication with this different method. Here is exercise 3rd B. Here we have solved again few sums for your reference. Again, this is the conventional method we are using here of carryover. Now the red digits are showing the carryover. There are two carryovers as we are having a 2 digits multiplier. So I am writing the first carryover for the first multiplier. For example, 9 6 are 54. So 4 in 1's column and 5 in 10's column, but as a carryover. And if I am multiplying 4 6 are 24, then 4 in 10's column and the carryover 2 goes again in the 10 column. So this way you can bifurcate the carryover, which will be easy for you to add them up when you are finding their products. So here you can follow this multiplication sums which are already solved, and remaining one you can going to solve in your maths notebook. This is exercise 3rd C. Again, same way we have followed our conventional method of multiplication with the carryover. So you can refer the textbook as well as the worksheet for multiplication of these larger numbers. I have given your practice sum where I have mentioned here choose your method. As you all know, now we have understood the three methods: our conventional method of multiplication, box method, and partial product method. As I have already told, you can do the multiplication by n number of ways. So here for your practice, you can choose any any method for multiplication. But just for your knowledge, box method is generally not used for the large multiplication. So you can definitely go with the partial product method as well as our conventional multiplication method for solving these sums. Again, a table practice activity. This is a small worksheet. You can draw that in your maths notebook, or with the help of your parents you can get a printout of this to solve this maths is fun activity. I know you will definitely enjoy it. So students, hope you have understood today the different methods of multiplication. Do practice well for this multiplication of large numbers. See you soon. Till that, stay at home, stay safe.